Right, here we have a challenge, Petrol, challenge Xtreme, Petrol grass strimmer. I found this one in a skip, believe it or not. Someone's obviously discarded it for some reason. Looks fairly tidy. It's just a matter of checking it, see what the problem is, if there is one. And straight away I've found the fault. When you crank the pulley, there's absolutely no tension whatsoever, only the spring. Obviously it's not turning the engine because there's no resistance whatsoever. So it's just a case of pulling the unit apart. Going to start off by undoing these 4 bolts that hold the shaft or the boom. So let's get them off out of the way. That exposes the clutch friction plate or the drive shaft. Then I'm going to remove the housing for the crank pulley. Just remove the 4 bolts on the front and 1 on the back. See what the problem is behind there. And this is just a torque bolt in the middle that frees off the clutch plate, revealing the clutch. Just gotta remove this clutch now. I've dismantled it to get it off. You can just grip the shaft and undo it, so I didn't know that at the time. I did notice that the engine does not rotate. It's seized for some reason or another. Just undo that spring and disassemble the rest of the clutch. It works by central through force. And we're just going to undo this part, what's left of the clutch. Because the engine sees I'm able to do this, I'm able to undo it. Now the clutch is fully out of the way. It's just a case of removing the housing that houses the pulley, crank pulley, and straight away there's a problem inside here. As you can see, there's bits of aluminium, shaved bits of aluminium. Just to give you a demonstration of what the crank pulley does when you pull the handle. And just demonstrate the principle, this cog here, you crank the handle, it engages with these 2 little levers here and turn the engine over every time you crank the handle. I mean, the only problem I could find is one of the springs had come off of these levers, but I did notice that there was another problem where the engine was seized. here I've managed to ascertain that there's a bolt lodged in the dynamo, hence why the engine wouldn't turn over. Give you a closer look. The arrow indicates where the bolt had jammed in the dynamo, trapped up against the magnet, hence why the engine wouldn't turn over. Managed to free it up mostly. Just a matter of working it out. And finally, here's the culprit that was jammed in the engine. I couldn't see where it had dislodged from inside the engine at all, but I freed it up, and as you can see now the engine's free, turning, and even a bit of resistance where it comes to compression. That's a good sign. So obviously the engine's not seized, it was just that bolt that was jammed in it. So now I've started to reassemble. This time I've reassembled the clutch prior to fitting it, whereas before I disassembled it while it was in situ. And it's just a matter of it's threaded, so it just screws on. So and just get a pair of grips on the shaft and tighten it a bit more. Once it's tightened down enough, then you can fit the circlip. And once the circlip's in place, now we can put the clutch plate or shaft back in. Little torque screw down the middle, and then finally we're going to fit the shaft or the boom back on. And it's just four screws holding that in place. And voila, unit's fully assembled. Just a matter of tests. Straight away I've noticed there's resistance this time, whereas before there was nothing. And as you can see, I've managed to get the unit to fire up. And that concludes. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.